Hi everyone, my name is Zach Pennington and I'm here with GiftPool. So giving and receiving gifts is awesome in theory, right? But in reality, if you're like me, it sucks. And the reason it sucks is because you end up with a lot of stuff you don't want or a lot of stuff you don't need. And most of the stuff you want is too expensive anyway for anyone to buy it for you. And when it comes to giving other people gifts, it's usually a crapshoot. Even my best friends, I don't know what to get them. So luckily, there's GiftPool. GiftPool lets their friends and family contribute and pull their money together towards awesome gifts. And to not be someone who didn't say Kickstarter in their presentation, it's like Kickstarter for gifts. So GiftPool works for any occasion worth celebrating. All you have to do is create an account, and you create a gift pool, share it with your friends and family, and then they contribute their money towards your gift pool. You receive the cash, and then you use that cash to purchase the gifts. But these don't just have to be individual gifts. They can be experiences. They can be trips. They can be parties. It's not tied down to just one thing. But ultimately, you get what you want. And that's all people want, right? That's what they want. So it's pretty easy. Creating a gift pool is free, but with our business model, we charge a per transaction fee on the contribution. And we let the donor know up front and let them choose whether or not they're going to cover it. Do you want to give $20 out of pocket, or do you want them to receive $20? Click a button, and the transaction goes through. The contributors are paying GiftPool for the convenience and simplicity of using our site. Now, we plan on reaching the masses later through press and targeting ads and things like that. But honestly, we have to emphasize word-of-mouth referrals and getting in front of people and telling them about the service. Because our company can grow exponentially when the people who are contributing to the gift pool become gift pool recipients in the future. And our customers become brand evangelists, because if I set up a gift pool and I don't tell people about it, it doesn't work, right? But unlike Kickstarter, I'm not relying on the popularity of the site and its reach to strangers to fund this. I'm asking people who know me to give me money. So there's not a critical mass like a social network. Now, we recognize that there are competitors in this space. There's everything from wedding registries where you can pick individual gifts and pay for them. There's online wish lists with like eBay and Amazon. There's crowdfunding sites in general, like Kickstarter, Indiegogo. And Facebook has recently gotten into the gifting. I'm sure you guys have seen if you've updated your app. It's always like, hey, give them a Starbucks card for no reason. When I talk about the market opportunity, we're combining gifts and the internet, so it's kind of a big opportunity. But we think crowd gifting specifically has a really enormous untapped potential. And so even though there are competitors in this space, and we end up being the Pepsi to Coke, that's okay, because the size of this market is literally limitless. And our position in this market is being worth the premium. We want to be like Apple and not like a Chromebook or something like that. Some people will want to use like a free alternative, and that's fine, but we want to give them the customer experience and the customer service that you get when you pay for a service. So I'd like to talk about our team really quickly. Again, my name is Zach. I recently started a biotech startup in Louisville, Kentucky, with the University of Kentucky technology. So, got a little hybrid going on there. Josh Strange is our developer, and he is a senior developer at Able Engine here in town. We don't have an advisory board yet. This is a very new concept for us, but we will be looking to take on other advisors and potentially team members in the future. We've already hit a few milestones, and I'll run through those really quickly. So we were actually born here in this room at Startup Weekend. I recognize a lot of faces here. We actually were fortunate enough to win Startup Weekend by gift pooling, I've verbed the name of our company, a Keurig to the guys here at Awesome Inc., and I see it's still intact, which is good. Josh joined the team right after that weekend, and we launched our beta last week. So this is a preview of actually what the site looks like. And we were pitching 5 across today. And so kind of our next milestones is we're here to test our assumptions. We build a functioning site, but again, I assume what's important to the customer, or Josh assumes what's important to the customer, but until you put it in front of people, they don't know. And that's what we've been doing in the week since we've launched it. And also preparing for scalability. We're both Mac users, and you put a thing out and then you look on Windows and it's full of scroll bars. So, we're kind of ironing out the kinks right now. But kind of to wrap it up, our mission statement is to create the best way to give and receive gifts. So the next time you want to, don't guess, GiftPool. Thank you guys.
Congrats. congrats on that Startup Weekend win. It was some tough competition. Do you actually purchase the gift and fulfill the gift, or is it just a are you only handling the cash?
Right now, we're facilitating the receipt of payments through to the end user. So we're basically
make the purchase.
Exactly. And so on the one hand, that gives the user a lot of flexibility. So say I'm like, oh, I really want this awesome mountain bike and it's $700 and I need it in 60 days. Well, in 60 days, a new bike could come out or a new laptop or whatever. So by the time I actually get all the money, I still get to make that decision.
So the receiver gets the cash from the people that want to.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then they can do whatever they want.
Exactly. Yeah. So we meet again, Michael.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to ask you a really similar question. Go
Okay.
ask at our weekend. Have you considered any caps on the amount of money that you're charging? Because kind of the same thing. I remember originally you had an example of buying someone a car. 6.9% when you're spending $100 or $200 is cool. You're like, oh, okay, we're paying this site $12, $13. But if you bought someone something expensive like a trip, $10,000, you might say, is GiftPool really earning their $690? And people wouldn't really feel, So what's your kind of thought on that situation?
Well, we believe that the aggregation of smaller payments is more likely than of larger ones. So it's not one user giving $10,000. If that person's going to do that, they're probably going to do it a different way. And so the users are the contributors are the ones paying the fee. So they're not sitting there going, oh, I can't believe we contributed $690 to the site. They're going, I paid $7 to the site. And so since it's coming out at the time, it's not like Kickstarter where I raised $1 million, but I only get to keep 900,000 of it. It's on the other end. But we've considered a lot of different algorithms. Originally we were trying to, round up based on, a lot of different things. So that 6.9% is essentially creates about a 10% fee with credit card processing. We're just seeing how that's going. And so far, the people who have said, oh, why are you guys charging this much money or charging money at all? We say, it's easier than shipping, it's easier than buying a card, it's easier doing all that stuff. It's just a convenience fee. And they're like, okay. But eventually, over time, we could always lower our prices or change them or cap them or whatever. And that's kind of the beauty of being a website that's really nimble like ours.